Hey guys, it's Kerri-Ann and I'm back with some more questions I receive in the art shop. So one of the questions I often get asked are, what shall I use for pebble painting? Obviously, being right by the beach, we are only a few steps away from the beach, and people often get down there, see the fantastic pebbles and some of the paint pebble designs that people do, and they want to have a go themselves. So they pop up to see me, and of course we can recommend what you can use for pebble painting. So if you're looking for a really value thing item to use for pebble painting, so you're doing it with children or you just want to have a bit of fun, I would probably recommend starting with just an acrylic and some brushes. So these acrylic here, the Deco Art and the Artiste range, are fantastic. There's some brilliant colours, a fantastic range of colours. I'll just spin through them. And these are great because they've got the right consistency for pebble painting, and the vibrancy of the colours is perfect. They're around £1.89 a bottle, and they are just really, really great for pebble painting. When you then look at what brushes to use, if I just spin around the other side, I would recommend that most people want to do dots and lines and things, so I would probably say that these round brushes here, which are £6 for a 6-pack, are a great brush to go for pebble painting. You can use the flat brushes here, but often the techniques that you're doing with pebble painting don't really require using the flat brushes. So probably if you're only investing in one type of brush, I would go for these type here. The other thing you can use for pebble painting, let me just spin back round, are paint markers. So most paint markers are an oil-based paint marker, and they come in different sizes. So you've got here the 4mm, the 2mm, and then the really super chunky 8mm here. This is the more value range. This is the Pebble for Artist selection. We also do the Posca selection as well. So these are fantastic for pebble painting because you've got control the similar way in which you would have to using a pen, and lots of people like doing that because it makes it a little bit easier for them to draw more detailed designs. So those are the two things I would recommend when you're thinking of doing pebble painting for adults and for children, because it just makes things a bit more easier, and the range that you can get is fantastic and the value price is good too. Another thing some people want to know about is the tools other than brushes that can be used. Now, embossing tools are great for it. I think we have actually sold out at the moment. Let's have a little look. Yes, we have sold out at the moment, but they're a bit like a dotting tool. They're similar to the shaper tools here. You see the plastic one in the centre here? It's similar to using a shaper tool, but it's actually metal, and it's technically an embossing tool, but people are using them for dotters. So those are great as well for if you're doing pebble painting and you want to have that dotted mandala effect and things like that. But yes, that gives you a bit of an overview on pebble painting and the basics of what sort of things to go for if you are just starting out with your pebble painting. When it comes to sealing, if you're putting your pebbles outside, then you're going to want an exterior varnish. Now, exterior varnish sprays, they will often come in cans rather than in bottles, but you will sometimes see them in bottles. But those are just the ones I've got here because I've actually sold out of the one that I'd recommend, which is the Humbrol varnish, and it comes in gloss, matte or satin, and those varnishes then are suitable for spraying onto your pebble, and your pebble is then, once cured, once it's been given the right amount of time, it's suitable for going outside because it's then waterproof and varnished solidly. If you're just storing them inside, you don't need to worry about varnishing.